There's a lot of fantastic songs on this fantasy playlist of February 13th, 2022. Don't get me wrong, a lot of fantastic songs. But this record here is one of the standouts, big time. When I first discovered this song on Spotify, it was late summer. It was just a rapture to add a song like this to my Spotify playlist and then to my fantasy playlist. There was no doubt about it. This song was going to go top 10 on my fantasy playlist. This song has been under the radar for too long. This is a hit song that's falling right through the cracks. It needs to be brought up, resuscitated, and played on satellite radio, on FM radio. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. What a fantastic voice. What a mature voice. She changes keys too when she sings, which adds to the richness of the record. Got a great guitar, a rocking guitar solo, which is added effect. A song that is melodramatic, almost to a Shakespearean level. Pink Pony Club. Chappell, Roan at number 34 on my fantasy playlist, down from 32. I put it up to number 3. Dadgummit, should have put the song up to number 1 on my fantasy playlist. It's a number 1 record. Well, how you doing? It's Dean Kirk counting down my fantasy playlist of February 13th, 2022, Chappell, Roan. She is from Willard, Missouri. It's a suburb, I take it, from what I researched, of Springfield, Missouri. Population 6,344. Very small town. Her real name, Kayleigh. Kayleigh. Kayleigh Rose. I believe that's how you pronounce her first name. I probably banged it up a little bit, but got a record deal. She got a record deal, Atlantic Records, after she put out a song called Die Young on YouTube. This was maybe 2017. Well, she was 17 years old when she got a record deal. This is how phenomenal her voice is. Now, I'm just going by this record, but boy, it is a fantastic record. Put out an EP in 2017. She moved to California from Springfield, Missouri in 2018. She loved it there. She went to a place in West Hollywood called the Abbey. That's what inspired her to write the Pink Pony Club. She felt, in Los Angeles, she felt like she can be herself. Because that's the thing about small towns, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking small towns. I'm a big fan of Andy Griffith and Mayberry RFD, and small towns, they have their charms. There is no question about that. But some people, their ambitions, their dreams are contained, compromised in a small town. They can only be realized when you move to a larger market. And it's a universal thing. It is an archetype. This is something that resides deep in humanity. Moving from a small town where the possibilities are limited to a bigger market or a much bigger city where there's more opportunities. Although probably more expensive to live there too, so let's keep it on the real, but still. She felt like she was loved when she moved to Los Angeles. She felt like she can be herself when she wrote songs. And visiting this nightclub was freeing for her. I'm looking at my notes here, my chicken scratch. I can't, I just slap stuff down. And this record, I got to tell you about who produced this record. This guy is on the rise. His name is Dan Nigro. Dan Nigro, he was in an indie band some years ago, but since then he's been working with people on the production, on the songwriting side, with Billy Idol, Kylie Minogue, Carly Rae Jepsen, and he co-wrote one of my favorite songs of the 2010s. He co-wrote a song called Gone by Junior Jr. I love that song. That was a catchy record. Wrote that one. And just a few years ago, you might remember the song Maniac by Conan Gray, which became really big after the pandemic hit. And he produced and co-wrote that song. But one of his biggest, well, actually, probably his biggest success story right now, he produced the album Sour. Olivia Rodrigo. And there were, what, 3 top 10s off that album. I'm not going out on the limb saying this. This is a truism. This song, Pink Pony Club, it is up there easily with Driver's License, which was a brilliant record, and Deja Vu. It's an intimate record and conveys a lot of strong emotions. Pink Pony Club, I like the way, I'm going to read a few of the lyrics of this song. If I could bring it up on my iPhone, because I'm using my iPad to record this video, and I don't have a regular computer per se. Well, I got one, but it's pretty antiquated, pretty old. But she goes, this is the part where her voice just goes up. She's starting to gush a little bit of guilt, but a little bit of joy too, that she's free, more or less free at last, but then she's leaving home behind. And this is part of the lyric. I'll do the quote unquote thing. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Got to do it. Got to go there. And want to make my mama proud. It's going to cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's going to scream. And then she assumes the persona of her mom, and her voice, it plateaus. It hits stratospheric levels. I mean, your voice keys change. And it's almost operatic when she hits that high. And she goes, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. And then she goes, oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage of my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. And that voice, it congeals with shock, outrage, and yet a little bit of pride and a little bit of defiance. I know you might be not, I know you're probably not happy with my decision, but I'm having such a blast dancing at the Pink Pony Club. And I forgot to mention, I got so carried away. It's really about a girl who lives small. She's from Tennessee. She leaves small town in Tennessee, moves to Malibu or West Hollywood and dances at a nightclub there, and just having the time of her life. Now, there's a brilliant article about this record. Oh, God, this is so well written, almost poetic. And just right on, spot on. It's I don't know if it's a website or a magazine. It's called Vulture, and the article was written by Rebecca Alter. If you want to read it, but near the end of the article, she mentioned something that really struck. It really struck at me. It's about embracing, about her, Chappell Roan, embracing her inner bimbo. So here's the thing. Understand this. Very intelligent woman. Very smart woman. And a mature woman. Her voice is very mature. And I guess a lot of people who are very mature, very intelligent, they sort of distance themselves from their inner bimbo or their inner butch. But it can be freeing when you bust open that cage, let that inner bimbo out, and let her come and play. And that could be a massive inflow of creativity right there. Just let the inner bimbo come out and have a little fun. Writing a great song, dancing at the Pink Pony Club. How about that? Love this song. God. See, it's just a beguiling record. It's just, and I mean that in a really good way. It's a hit. I don't care what anybody says. As I mentioned before, she changes keys. Got the different. She starts with a piano flourish that just brings you right into the record, just invites you into the song. Hey, come on in, listen to my story. Boy, I got a story to tell you. And she got such a fantastic voice. This song has got, now it's more than possibilities. It's baked in. It's hits feel baked into this record. The formats, the radio formats for this record: pop, adult, adult alternative. I would say alternative because she's a new artist. She's under the radar. And perhaps adult contemporary. It is an adult theme. Well, I guess that's it. So that's all I got to say about this record. I just love the way she just brings up her voice when she goes into the chorus of the record. I mean, it's absolutely melodramatic. That's it. Pink Pony Club. Such a lovely record. Chappell Roan at number 34 on my fantasy playlist, February 13th, 2022.